Okay, got it. So, welcome all. And today's topic is, what is love? It's a very direct question, and we have to ask this question really to come to it and to really understand, especially in today's times, we really need to know. So, what is love? And we first want to know what is not love as well. So to discover love, we must know what is not love. So how many people, how many of us, we see it as limited, there's conflict there, there's attachment there in being together, there's pleasure there, there's desire there, expectations and bondage, time, reputation of mind, all these things, there's suffering, up and down, yo-yo, restlessness, just like the autumn leaves at the moment, and we're looking for security all the time, and security and comfort and gifts and all sorts of things that go with it. So this is how we see it, as that, and it brings sorrow, and we kind of trapped in this fear and loss, and this is the celebration. We want to celebrate this? I don't think so. It's ignorance, actually. So there's no self-inquiry here of this love. And can we free from this? So a lot of self-work is needed in this area. So love is at 500 vibration. And what is beneath that 500 vibration is what we want to surf. It's like the waves, and we want to surf beyond and above to reach this. So it's observation. So what are we observing? We have to observe what is not love. So we must drop the fear, the hatred, the anger, the doubts, the possessions, and all the wants and thoughts and pleasures, and have no motive really to latch on and see ourselves where we are. So what type of things we are doing, like, so the first is lust. Lust is not love. Lust is like we are going out in places like, say, certain pubs, and we want to sit with all those things, with drinks and cross legs and all that. So what is a person looking at? The person is looking at our body, and their mind is saying it's only for sexual pleasure, and that is not love, right? So that is completely lowest of the low. And those sort of things, if we're looking to really grow, we cannot do that. So that has to go, because that's not going to take us anywhere. Then there's bondage. We are always kind of searching for partners, this, that, and wanting to attach onto something, and ourselves, we are not happy, and we want that relationship. So it's like going with one empty glass and looking for a full glass. Of course, that person is going to get so bored and it's going to break. So is that the sort of thing we want? No, we don't. So it must begin with our inner work. So how are we going to do the inner work is to sort of observe, where I am on this scale, and the highest love, that's what we want to go for. So, purity, we're looking for this love, which is the highest, which is purity, self-love, independent. It's connected with the soul. And we want the depth. Of course, we want the depth. For this, we need total attention. To discover, we need total attention. So I'm going to see myself, like, every day, what am I doing? What I should drop? So all those things we need to drop. We are not going to beg for love, because once I am love, love attracts love. So that's the kind of stage we want to come at. And, really happy. That is so peaceful. So if there is no love inside, and then we go out and we want to look for love, it's not going to happen, because like I say, it's an empty glass. We're looking for full glass. And then soon that full glass we're going to take, and that person will become empty, and that person's going to leave because it fades away. So it's not going to last. So all the forms, all physical forms, within there is love, the pure love, and we are all escaping this loneliness and looking for something outside. So what are we doing? We're demanding friendship to cover the depression and the fear and the anxiety and anger and hatred and all that. And then you say, I want you to love me. That is a weakness, you know. You can't make anyone do that. So first we need to stabilize ourselves, ground ourselves, reinforce ourselves in our own life. And, you know, once we know, then there is no boundary, there is no limitation. And through that observation, I'm working like we have to work to come to that, you know, vibration. And when we come to that vibration, this love in itself will unveil, it pierces, and tremendous power comes, and we begin to understand that it is beyond the words, beyond the senses, and beyond the body thoughts, and I'm not begging anymore. And I'm free. I'm so free that whether person comes or goes, it's not going to affect me anymore. And it's a beautiful stage to be, because you are not yo-yo, and you know, there is no chaos here. It is just happy in itself, and it is fresh, it is vital, and like I say, it's not anniversaries. You're not measuring it in years, you know, because years doesn't say how deep it is. You could be living with somebody and it could be a very shallow relationship, and it could be full of boredom, but you just choose to be. So people kind of, you know, look at it as that we must celebrate. No, there's nothing to celebrate. Celebrate the depth, you know, the depth of going beyond and come to this highest love. So be love, and ready to sacrifice. We must be ready to wait and be patient. We must stand up to all the challenges that it demands, to a new way, an awakened life. And that means magic and wonder. We will see love everywhere in all the nature's things. And you will say, oh my God, how did that happen? And that is the miracle of it. And to come to this is self-work, complete self-work. It's like, you know, total attention of how the newborn child looks at the mother and says nothing. It's just eye to eye. And, and there are no thoughts. There is nothing in between. There is just sheer love and silence and peace. So this is the stage we need to come to. And this is how we understand, is dropping so many things, all our conditioning, to be in the fullness of love. So true love is patient. Not everyone can wait and prove it's true. It demands a lot of work. It ain't easy, as Bob Marley says, that if it is easy, then it's not amazing. To be amazing requires challenges. So thank you. And I hope that was a good brief session. Namaste.